Assalamu alaikum everybody, my name is Abdul Karim and today I'm going to be talking to you about preparedness. So a lot of us in this world, Muslims especially, we kind of have this feeling like everything is going to be okay. And everything is going to be okay, generally speaking. But it's not! I'm just joking. Well, I'm actually quite serious when it comes to this. You see, we as Muslims understand that the world is going to end. There's going to be terrible things which happen. We got prophecies of that happening. You know, people who were once shepherds are now competing to build like the tallest buildings. We have, you know, earthquakes and tsunamis happening in record numbers. So there's all this stuff going on in the world. And we begin to think, well, it's happening over there. We all get lulled into this false sense of security. What happens over there in that country? And heck, it could happen in your country. Let's say you're in Canada, and something happens, and it happens like on that side of the country, way thousands of miles away. It's like, well, it's just over there, and it can happen like one town over, and it's just over there. And this is a trick of the shaitan. Basically, he likes to trick us into thinking, well, it can never happen to us. So we're safe, we're secure, so we become idle. And my shout out today, and especially what got me kind of on this topic, because I always believe in, you know, preparing for the worst and hope for the best. It's just smart practices, you know. But like these, I woke up early in the morning one day to the sound of knocking on my door. I was like, man, who's gonna disturb me? So I walked downstairs, and there's these two women there, and they're like going on about like preparing for disasters. So I was like, okay. And I didn't realize at the time, but they were trying to hinting towards Christianity. Because I was so tired, I barely had my eyes open. So I was like, okay, so I took their pamphlet, got it, and I was reading it later that day, and I was reading it, and it would say, you know, prepare, and then it would say, God, you know, they say God says this and this in the Bible, and it got me thinking. I was like, you know, maybe I should let the Muslim brothers and sisters know out there, because clearly they're preparing for something, not like conspiracy. That's not like what this show's about. But, you know, if they're, you know, aware, alert that something's happening, maybe we as Muslims should be alert too. So, just firstly, everyone should have an emergency kit. Everyone should have a, you know, get out of Dodge bag, you know, a bag that has in your car, at least, you know, a roadside car kit, you know, one that, you know, if all heck goes to heck in a handbasket, then you've at least got your car and there's a kit in there. My kit, it just has like, you know, emergency blankets, a shovel, you know, for when you're outdoors and you need to poop and, you know, we're going to get too much into detail, or you need to shovel your car out of like a ditch or something. So all these things we will have, well, we should all have, and especially first aid. I mean, like, we'll get, you know, if everything's going well in life, we're like, well, nothing bad can ever happen to me. And then, like, you're doing a chainsaw and some chain breaks, and the blade comes around and slaps you, and you got like a big cut in your arm. You know, you're bleeding. So it's like, at least, bare minimum, go to like the Dollarama and buy one of these. 70% alcohol. I recommend like 99% alcohol. Anything above 80%. You know, this 70% stuff isn't that good. Make sure that it's airtight, because what happened with this wasn't airtight and it all leaked out in one night and evaporated. I mean, you know, bandages and stuff. Gotta have plenty of bandages. I don't want to be hearing no Muslim brothers and sisters saying, oh, my kid's got a cut, where's the bandage? We don't have any band-aids. All households are gonna have at least 100 bandages. This is my quota I'm giving you, which is no, like, you know, doctrine behind it, but still, have 100 bandages or something. Have cleaning swabs, which I don't have within hand's reach right now, otherwise I'll show you. You need antiseptic, you know, antibacterial cleaning swabs. Mostly you just need alcohol and antiseptic. Like, those two will do the job. Try to get 99% alcohol cleaning swabs if you can. I know it's difficult. Nowhere seems to want to sell them. But yeah, I mean, you got to be prepared. And also, like, please, brothers and sisters in Islam, medicine's so important, you know? Don't, like, abuse medicine. Like, if you got to take some pills and you know, it goes past the expiration date, please throw it out. Like, you don't know what these pills would do. Like, you know, when food goes moldy, imagine pills go moldy. And suddenly, like, there's got mold on pills. And you start hallucinating, but not in a good way, because like, stomach's dissolving or something. So yeah, like, enough with the horror stories, I guess. But we all need, like, an emergency kit. And seriously, I can't stress this enough. Teach your kids, teach yourself. Like, many of you guys don't know how to read maps. Learn to read the sodding map. Like, it's really important. That's how important it is. I used the sod word, right? Maps. Learn to use a compass. Learn to read a map. Like, I've seen people wandering around amusement parks, looking at the map like, I don't know how to read this. It's like, it's a bloody map. Learn how to read one. It's like basic school kid stuff, but they're not teaching school kids nowadays. They're all like, we'll use the phone. In an emergency, your phone's gonna be down. Knowing your luck, it'll probably be like, I didn't charge it this morning. It's got like 2 minutes of battery left, and the earth is shaking. I need to go somewhere. So please, everyone, be prepared. You know, the Christians are getting prepared. We Muslims have to be 2 times prepared, you know? Because we are the Ummah of Islam. We are the truth. So please, come with me to goodness and be prepared.